Today, the moon is in Gemini, asking us to explore and examine our thinking. And I have a super fun topic for you. It is 3 ways to discover what is most important to you. So this will be fun. And I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, June 16th. We are heading into tomorrow's new moon. So we are literally at the end of our 29 days of gratitude. We are at the end of our Taurus moon cycle. And so we're really letting go of the previous cycle. And with the moon now in Gemini, we have this opportunity, this invitation to shift our thinking. So Gemini is about the mind. It's about communication. It's about ideas and problem solving and how we think things through, how we understand, how we put ideas into words. So the upcoming new moon or moon cycle that begins tomorrow with the Gemini new moon is going to bring a moon cycle that is focused on our thinking, on our ideas, our ability to learn and ask questions, to have an open mind that allows us to learn new things and shift our thinking. And then, so as we are now completing the Taurus moon cycle, we have this opportunity to kind of release and let go of the process we've been working through. So whatever you have been working on in terms of your intentions, focusing on manifesting results, what have you been learning about how to go about that, right? How to be the person you need to be to continue this process of discovering what you can create and how you can embody and live a life that has those qualities, those positive qualities that you want to call in. So with the moon in Gemini today, we have this opportunity to reflect back on the past moon cycle, the one that's concluding right now, and thinking about what we've learned. And in this bigger context of what we are manifesting, what is tangible, how we're getting results, or what kind of results we're creating, discovering, how is my particular pattern of this giving, what kind of results is that pattern giving me? What kind of results could it be giving me if I was thinking about it in a different way, or had my routine, as we've been talking about this week a lot about routines and how to get routines and grooves that are in alignment with the things we want to create. So we're really noticing, and we have this opportunity to tune in with and discover and understand and question what really is important to us. What do we value? Maybe it's not what you thought it was at the beginning of this moon cycle. Maybe you're looking back at your intentions and recognizing, that you see it differently now. And that's one way that this process unfolds. I think I was sharing that one way it can unfold is that you can manifest the results, see things actually appearing that you've been intending. Another way is that you can learn and see what the choices you're making are bringing about, and how do you want to make those choices differently? How do you want to take care of yourself differently to be in alignment with those results? What is it you really value? Okay, so with this moon in Gemini, we have this opportunity to ask some of those questions and to kind of uncover or explore, right? Check out what it is you're learning about what's most important to you and what you really value. So 3 ways to do that. I got 3 suggestions for you here. Especially getting ready for tomorrow's new moon. So the first way to explore and discover what's most important to you is to do some journaling. So writing it out, Gemini is good for words, right? And ideas, and writing down your thinking. So write down, just write it all out, what you've been thinking, what you've been noticing, what you've discovered through this moon cycle, through your process of setting your intentions, of noticing what shows up, of noticing who you need to be, how you need to be, how you need to do things differently in your day-to-day life that might be more effective. Okay. So journaling, what is my most effective way to align with my intentions? There's a journal prompt for you. Okay. So what is my most effective way to align with my intentions? All right. And then that was number 1 of the 3 ways to discover what is most important to you. Number 2 with this Gemini moon is talking it through. So whether you have a good friend or someone that you're having a conversation with, somebody you bump into, and you're sitting having coffee or tea, whatever it is, might be a good time to have a good conversation and just talk it through. What am I noticing about what I've been doing and what it brings? What are my habits, my routines, my choices, my patterns, and what are those patterns and choices and habits bringing me? And how could I make different choices, or how might my attitudes or beliefs be contributing to what I'm noticing? So just talking all of that through. How am I in alignment? How am I not in alignment? What could be changing in my life to help me be more in alignment? Talking it through, sharing with someone what you've been learning about yourself, and listening to their story. Maybe asking, what have you been noticing about, what's working for you, what's not working for you, how to be the person you need to be to manifest things that are important to you. Having that conversation where you're exchanging ideas and getting your mind wheels turning by hearing other people's ways of thinking about it. Okay, so number 1 was journaling, writing it out. That's kind of like having a conversation with yourself, right? And then number 2 was talking it through with another person and having a good conversation with someone who gives you that outside perspective. All right, and then number 3 is learning, seeking information. So, and I love this one because it's about how can you get more information? And we live in an information rich world right now. You can Google anything. So and I wouldn't recommend that you get all your solid information from ChatGPT. It might be fun to play with, but my understanding anyway is that it's not super reliable in terms of having necessarily always good references and sources you can trust. So just be careful with that, but you certainly can use Google as a starting place. Go to a bookstore, right? Go to a bookstore, find some books on a topic you're interested in learning about. What about that? What about taking a class or a webinar? Or, lots of people have audios, right? Audio classes available that you can buy online or find for free. So, so just exploring what you're interested in, searching for how you can learn more about it, and engage your mind. Let your curiosity lead you where you might discover something that you didn't know before. All right. So, and through that process, you might notice something, you might discover something about what is most important to you, or how to manifest the things that are most important to you, right? Maybe something will occur to you through this process of engaging your mind, your ideas, your thinking, and opening to new ideas, and following and exploring your curiosity. So that's a great thing to do with the moon in Gemini. Tomorrow, I will be talking about the Gemini new moon, the new moon in Gemini in particular. Tomorrow's new moon in Gemini has a square with the planet Neptune. No, a square with the planet Saturn, which is stationing to go retrograde. So we'll be talking about that and how it affects the new moon. My apologies. So the square is to Neptune. Saturn itself is going retrograde and is in a square to Mercury, which is in Gemini. And that's part of the reason this Gemini mental energy, the energy of asking questions, opening your mind and exploring ideas, is so juicy right now. So with Mercury in Gemini, it's a perfect time to explore ideas and get your mind working. And then we'll talk tomorrow a little bit more about what that square to Neptune and Saturn stationing retrograde and how that influences the Gemini new moon and how that will influence the moon cycle that is beginning tomorrow that we will be unfolding, right? We'll be working with those energies as we go forward. So thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for subscribing and for all your wonderful comments. I really love seeing all of you here and hearing your thoughts and your shares and any questions you have. I would love to hear. So thanks for being here, and I'll be here again tomorrow with the new moon and more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.